damage is pretty significant for some folks. Just take a look at some of this here. A back windshield completely shattered from some of that hail. Now, we're told that this storm last night only lasted about 10 to 15 minutes, but as we're seeing from this car to another in the same driveway, that was more than enough time to do some significant damage. Devastation, that's now the people that live here at Coahulla Lake. It's their new reality. And when the storm came through, they tell me that they had no way of knowing exactly what was coming. Some of those eyewitnesses that I spoke to said that while they were just inside shopping, they were quickly able to tell that something was right, saying that the whole thing was just downright confusing. Now, I spoke to a witness who says that he and his mom were shopping inside Shields when everything was going on, and it didn't take long for them to realize that something was off. Yeah, guys, hanging is exactly what I'm doing. Look, remember that one time I told you guys I have a reverence for heights? I was reminded of that as they took this up to where it currently is. But guys, this is one of the many things that you can look forward to if you're headed to Riverfest today, starting today, and of course around these 9 days. There's a couple things, so let's break down what you can look forward to for Riverfest 2026. It's been somewhat of a busy day here at El Dorado Lake, but not for the reason you might think. Tons of people have come in and out all day just to get a look at what's become an overnight transformation. All the magic from all the patience rooms comes from right here in the control room. That way instructors are still close by their students when they need them. The organizations like the Kansas Food Bank say they are now standing in the gap. The structure itself has just aged over time, adding things like structural supports and even some caution tape. And if you take a close look up here, you'll see that parts of the structure itself are literally deteriorating. Mike and Rancho, members of the Save Taxpayers Vote No coalition, say that they don't have enough trust in the Wichita City Council, calling the proposed increase in sales tax a slush fund. They summed up their objections into 3 major concerns. Last time I stood here in this gym, the site was honestly something that a lot of people would describe as devastating. I walked you through here just showing the ruins after that overnight storm. But Coach Jacob Villa, he held a different sentiment, saying that what looked like the end was actually the beginning. A new rhythm and a different view for Villa Boxing following a severe storm in June of 2025. The community coming together to help pick up the pieces. Owner of the gym, Jacob Villa, says it was something special to see.
Seeing people and a lot of my friends and a lot of people come through and just getting together and helping out and just whatever skill set that they had, and you know, whatever their everyday jobs, even businesses, you know, some things are good at. And there was even some people that just, you know, grab a broom and sweeping up, helping out.
The storm leaving nearly everything soaking wet from the rain, all except for this drawing of Jesus.
You know, a young man that, you know, from LA, he does some graffiti artwork. He felt led to, hey coach, you know, can I put a mural up? I'm like, let's go. Now on an even bigger scale, the picture serves as not just a reminder of the Villa Boxing story, but a beacon of hope. And while things are still a work in progress, Jacob Villa says that his mission and vision are still the same. You know, I still felt led to have the kids come back. Like, you know, it's a roof over our head. When I was younger, we used to train. It was just in the backyard of our house. And so this is still pretty nice compared to what we had and where we was at. There's a few things that still need to be added. But like I said, it's as we go, as needed. And we'll kind of pick up the pieces and figure out, you know, where we're at. I'm even learning at the age that I am now and trying to, you know, pass that on to these kids to never lose hope.
A message that many will remember when they hear the name Villa Boxing.
You know, this is why we can't have nice things, right?
JJ Hayes received an email confirmation from Amazon letting him know that his package had been delivered. And when he checked his home security system, he saw it being stolen. But who it was stolen by is what surprised him the most.
Once I got the email letting me know my package had been delivered, and I went out to look for it, I'm like, no, it's not in the driveway. So then I go back and look at the video camera footage, and it showed what happened.
That's when the delivery driver pulls up, takes a photo of the package, then looks around to see if anyone was watching before taking it back into his vehicle. Because Hayes has decided not to file a police report, we are blurring the man's face.
This is the first time I've been, you know, a victim, I guess is the word, of a porch pirate, or a driveway pirate in this case. at least go all the way up. But I guess he just wanted to get in and get out real quick, and he did.
Hayes even saying that he wanted to give the delivery driver the benefit of the doubt.
I wanted to believe that maybe he made an honest mistake. 4 feet away on the wall are in big 6-inch numbers are the number to my house, which would have corresponded to the number on the box. So there's no way he could have confused the two. Can I really do anything other than report it to Amazon and get the same thing replaced?
And that's exactly what Hayes did. He reported the incident to Amazon, also sending them a copy of the footage. The company then responded, letting him know that they'd replace it and that the delivery driver would be reprimanded. But then that's when Hayes said something even more bizarre happened.
I get this message from one of my neighbors, and she's like, "Hey, I got your package."
The driver drove to another house, dumped it on a random porch, then left. And while he wanted to be optimistic, Hayes says that there are little to no similarities between his address and his neighbor's.
It was just the frustration and inconvenience. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just stuff.
In Derby, Keenan Penn, 12 News. I sat down with Latrell Stewart as she recalls the moment and the emotions that she felt when she found out that her son Trayvon was taken from her, saying that someone had to have seen something. She says that above anything else, she just wants one thing: closure.
Right now, at this moment, it's just like you're numb. And like you're living in a dream.
Latrell Stewart remembering the moment she found out her son Trayvon had been shot and killed while at a youth football game.
My baby sis called me and she said, "Your baby got shot, Trey got shot." And they got on the phone and confirmed that it was my son and he didn't make it.
A moment where time stood still.
Something I would think I would never have to do. That was my baby son. My twin, one of my twins, my everything after God, my all in all after God.
Trayvon was a coach himself and was raising money for his team. His mother saying that football changed his life.
The football gave him a different life of reforming into, I'm a father, I'm an uncle, I'm a brother, I'm a son, but also I'm a coach. That team was so important to him. For you to tell me that this is where he died at, where he chose to give his all to the kids, to the football, and all of that, and then you have all these people there that can't tell you what happened to your son.
So you think somebody saw something?
They seen something. They're just not talking.
Now she's hoping that someone will come forward.
If it was their son, they would want to know what happened. I need closure. I need to know what happened to my son. I need closure.
Those people that may be afraid to come forward, those people that may have that information, if you have the opportunity to speak to them right now, what's your message to them?
Close your eyes. Picture it being your son. If this was your son, your child, your family member, what would you do? What would you want done? People need to talk because these people are still out here. Don't understand, confused. Yeah. But God is going to put it back together.
The family is encouraging anyone who may have seen something to say something and hope that it will lead to police finally closing their investigation and Trayvon's family getting the answers that they're seeking. There's also a GoFundMe for the family as they make funeral arrangements and move forward. You can find that link on our website, kwch.com, when you click on this story. I would be remiss to talk about this and not talk about your Faith Walk, man, which is something that was showcased a lot throughout the entirety of the series.
Yeah.
$4.56 million on the line, and you made a decision, a defining decision.
Yep.
What was going through your head?
The whole time I was in there, I was playing win or lose. He said, "I'll trust you." And in that moment, he's like, "Are you going to trust me like you've been praying this entire time, or are you going to go or not trust me?" I had to sacrifice my desires, which was money, and then trust God.
Do you think you could have won?
Easily. Easily.
Hey everybody, 12 News reporter Keenan Penn here. We're here in Mitchell County in Beloit, Kansas, where the search for a 2-year-old child has just concluded around 1 a.m. this morning. Taking a look, this creek is where the Mitchell County Sheriff's Office says that that child was found again around 1:30 this morning. Now, this all began on Thursday night just before 9 p.m. where a number of volunteers, including first responders and the Mitchell County Sheriff's Department, was looking for that child in the rain. And shortly after, they put out a release saying that that child was found in what we believe to be this creek here in Beloit. Now, at the current moment, we're not sure of the exact condition of the child, but we do know that once that child was found, they were found unresponsive in what we believe to be this creek right here. Now, as we get those details from the Sheriff's Department, we'll be sure to update you right here online and on air. Everybody, 12 News reporter Keenan Penn here. I'm here at one of 63 polling locations within the city of Wichita for that special sales tax election. And here's everything you need to know before you make your way out to the polls. Starting off, once you get to the polls, you're going to want to make sure that you have a couple things, including your photo ID. That's going to make sure that you're able to come in and then cast your vote. And if you're someone that plans to cast your vote by mail, it is way too late to be able to mail that in. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to take that to one of those 63 polling locations around Wichita to have your vote counted. And you're going to want to find one of these boxes again by 7 p.m. tonight. That's your deadline to make sure your vote is counted. For all the information that you need on this special sales tax election, including a full list of those polling locations, head over to kwch.com or on the 12 News app.